Flosstube, welcome back to my channel. My name's Tracy and this is my channel, A World of Stitches. Today's video is a Flosstube and it is Flosstube number 173, which is a week late. I apologise about last weekend. I still don't think I've replied to some of the comments that people left me because I've only really started feeling normal yesterday. Late Friday and yesterday I started to actually feel more normal. Flu was heavy, really heavy, and it wasn't just me, it was Rob, me and the kids. Tyler started it, brought it home. He got over it pretty quick, a couple of days and he was done, but it seemed to stick with the rest of us all week. So I apologise that the Flosstube is a week late, but thankfully I'm feeling better. So if you left me a comment wishing me well, thank you very much. I haven't got around to replying to those yet. Things are still kind of all up in the air. I feel better, but yeah, it is what it is. I haven't done a massive amount of stitching, I will be honest. Knitting has been kind of the thing I've turned to when I haven't been feeling so well, just because it's, yeah, I started a new one. Yeah, it's been easier just to knit, and it's the new one that's kind of taken it on, because at the moment it's just on plain rows. But pandemic did get a lot done on my knitting, so I will show those at the end. It's cross stitch today, so where's that just gone? Thread everywhere. Let's start with tablet. And I've just dropped my tablets. I should have got this ready already, but I didn't. Down the bottom. Oh, I forgot about that one. I might get that one out this week. It's been a while. Okay, so the first one that I'm going to share with you is this one. My big Disney piece. And that's what they call it, Disney's Artists. For Yannicka it was Mickey as artist, I believe. But that's what I worked on. No. And I'm still, let it focus, down here in the Dalmatians. Over here. And I did 1,898 stitches. And hopefully, let's just flick that out of the way, you will see. Yeah, you will actually, because I've just remembered I filled in all of this. So all of that same colour that's around here, up there, and over here. I have done some filling in up there and down in here, because I've tried to pick a colour that was in here that's got some stitches missing, and then worked. Let me put it in the middle for you. Hopefully it'll focus then. Yeah, I'll pick a colour that was missing, a few stitches in here, and then just work it across. I'm not sure how I ended up with that colour then. There might have been a ninja stitch here and there. But if I find a big patch that's kind of within the area I've already started, then I will jump across and do all of that. It's on 25 count, 1/1/4 cross. And usually I will swap that one out during the Flosstube. I'll do 2 weeks on that one, and then I will do 2 weeks on my Disney stained glass piece. But I'm not going to do that because I really feel like working on that now that I'm feeling a bit better. I mean, most of those stitches were done Friday and Thursday, so you can tell I was sort of starting to feel better. The beginning of the week was just awful. Anyway, no, this one. This is the one that I've got a really poxy picture, and you can't see it because it's just no good. So I'll put a picture on the screen of what it looks like when it's finished. and also where it was last time you saw it. And it is the Christmas calendar piece. This is, I believe, 18 count. It sure is. And this is where we're at. So, last time you saw it, I think I'd done all the white in here in this snowflake. Fold over that way because you're creating a shadow. Thank you. And then the other day I just literally, well over 2 days I think this was, I filled it in with all the red, the green. So that one's completely finished. And then I moved on to this one. I still, actually, do you know, I'm not sure. Did I finish that one as well? Yes, I did. So that one's finished as well. So now on to this one. So much red and white in these, in this piece. Looks awesome. But it's whatever fabric came in the pack. And it's a paper pattern, so I can't tell you how many stitches I did on it. Put that there for now. Right, my next one. This is, I promise no new starts, okay, but this one. Do you guys remember me doing this one for my brother? And I put the words, when robins appear, loved ones are near. We should say lost loved ones, but I don't like that, lost loved ones. So yeah, I dropped the lost. So I did this for my brother. He's got it up in, and his wife. They've got it up in their house at the moment. And it was her best friend, I believe, saw it and just, she said, oh my gosh, that's amazing. It's really lovely. So unbeknownst to my brother and sister-in-law, I started one for her friend. And then I plan now to also do it another 2 times. One for my sister and one for me. So, I only started this last weekend, I believe, when I first started to feel not right. And this is where I've got to. The middle robin, apart from his feet, the middle robin is done. And the reason this bit's missing is because that's where the second robin is leaning into him. So, just there. So, yeah. And that was from VIP Cross Stitch ages ago. But yeah, 14 count this is. And everything just randomly fell over. Yeah, not much to say. I am absolutely loving this hoop. A little tricky to get this in when you squeeze these, but once you've got it in, it isn't going anywhere. It never loosens, it never slacks off, nothing. It stays as tight as when you first put it in, so I love it. So yeah, that's going to hopefully be done real soon, and then I can buy the fabric to do it another 2 times, because I'm a sucker for punishment, mate. You guys know I like to stitch things twice, apparently. Okay, so the next one, oh, it's there. This is a Halloween one. I've seen somebody else with this. They commented as well. Oh my goodness, what was her name? A Random Stitcher. She's got this one too. And it made me remember. So I pulled it out. I haven't done anywhere near an amazing amount, so don't get thinking I've done, you know, a fantastic job. It has only been out sort of yesterday, the day before maybe. So this is where I'm at. So I have done some more of the background, just because that's going to take a long time. So I do a bit of this and then I jump in, and I've done a little bit of this black stitch here as well. I'm going to keep it out. This is good to watch the TV with. Just stitch, especially the background. That's going to take a heck of a while. Let me unclip this and you'll see all that background is purple, all in here as well. So yeah, and this is 14 count, so it's 2/1. I like the colour, mind. I do like the background colour. We just roll this back up because it's going to stay out. You can stay there. Right. Apart from that, have you ever come up with an idea and you've mentioned it and you've gone, do you know what, that'd be really good if, and then you like explain why it would be really good. I did that the other day. You know, I've been knitting pandemic, and it looks flipping amazing. The more I do, the more I fall in love with it, and I can't wait to sort of get way further up. Anyway, you saw that I'd started the blanket for my daughter, the horror one, with Jason, Michael Myers, Ghostface and Freddy. I stupidly said, oh my gosh, wouldn't it be amazing if I did it in the same stitch I'm doing pandemic? So then you'd have a white background with your black figures, and if you flipped it over you'd have a black background with white figures on the other side, and if you felt like changing it over, you felt like a change, flip it over. And Ellie agreed. So now, none of the pattern yet, mind, because I'm not that far, but it's black one side, white the other, and you can see all the places where I've kind of, my tension has been really, but I haven't been feeling well. I shouldn't have been working on it when I don't feel well, but none of the white shows through, apart from there. So I've started that one. Lord knows how many, because when I do my crochet ones, the stitches are taller, so I have to work out, it's an average of 300 rows, I believe I do on a Grafgan, but because it's knitted, it's going to be shorter, so I have to make the rows at the bottom before the pattern, which are called plain rows, more. I mean, I've done what, possibly 25 rows there, and on the pattern that I drew out, that I got, I wrote on it. Where did I write it? 52 rows I have to do plain on the bottom, just for crochet. I'm probably going to need to double that for knitting, because the rows are like this. Anyway, that brings me on to Pandemic, which is in my gorgeous, hold on, Weeping Angel bag. Now it is still attached to my balls of wool, and I have started 2 new balls of wool, so that's what, three balls each side, so that's 6 balls altogether. Alright, I was smart. I've connected the balls of wool to it. See, when I don't want the balls of wool unravelling in my bag, so I stab the needles through it and I just leave them hanging. So that works out well. Let me just take them off. 1, no, don't pull. 2. Now I have got quite far on this. Not as far as I probably would like, because it takes such a long time. I think it took me, I timed it, tried to anyway. I looked at the clock when I started, and with a couple of stoppages because I was trying to watch TV at the same time, it took me about 50 minutes. So it has shortened the time it takes me to do a row. But I have also made a change too, which you won't see yet, but this is where I've gotten to so far, and oh my gosh, doesn't it look amazing? But as you can see, the background is white, the stitches are black, so this pattern right here is in black, and when I flip it round, that same pattern is in white. anyway, I've come to a point, I believe it's here, in this section. I might be wrong, but I'm sure it is in this section. In this part here, she has the date. Let me flip it around, because black is the stitches. That's what confuses me. If I've got the right end, don't you dare pull off my needle. Oh my gosh, do you know how much hassle that would be to pick up stitches? You have 20 and 24, or no, 2020 the date was. But I'm not going to put the date in, A, because it'll be backwards on the wrong side. So it'll say 2020, whatever, going the wrong way. So what I did, although it's going to be back to front the opposite side, I have changed the two sides for my initials. I'll put T this side, H this side, let's say, just for example. Yes, on the back it will say HT, but the letters will still be the same way round, because it doesn't matter if you flip letters. It's like a 3. If you flip it, it's going to look like an E. You see what I'm saying? It'll still say H and T, or T and H, but the letters won't look backwards. So, that's the first section. Let me just... That was close. You have to be so careful. They fall off so easily. Just look. It is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And I haven't touched it this past week. Just not feeling so well. This got done the 2 weeks before that, before I felt unwell. And then while I haven't been very well, I've been doing the other one with Ellie's. Well, there will be Ellie's. See, stick them down the needles. Tyler's calling me. He'll have to wait. So, that's what I've been up to. I'll put that back in the bag in a minute. That is everything, I think. I'm sure there was something else I was meant to say, but I don't know. Never mind. If I remember, I'll stick a note on the end. If I don't, I'll probably remember it midweek, and I'll write it down and I'll tell you next time. So thank you guys for stopping in and checking out what I've been up to, and thanks for any comments that you left me wishing me well. Doing way better than I was, so thank you very much. Other than that, guys, I mean, what, it's 4:15 now, so there isn't much left of the weekend. So have a great week, guys. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.